Ladies and gentlemen, it's hip hop. We're in the lab, as we always are, as we always be, shall I say. 50 years of hip hop. 50 years of hip hop. Incredible. Incredible journey. Humble start. Was understated but yet underwhelming. It was like a snowball. And look at hip hop now, all across the globe. This big genre of culture. The 5 elements of hip hop, all working in harmony. The 5 elements. Pardon self. I'm a hip hop head. Yeah. I just got finished actually, let me take that back. I got finished listening, not all the way, I'm like 3/4 through SZA's album, her brand new album. Well, it's been out for a while, but incredible album. Lyrics, I could feel the pain, I could feel just what she's expressing in her lyrics, in the feeling and in the mood and the delivery of the voice and just the depth of where she goes with her thoughts and her wordplay. Incredible artist. Incredible. Arguably one of the best albums I've heard so far. Just moved me. Just some of this, I was just spellbound. I had to just listen to and read the lyrics and just feel the passion and the struggle and the comfort, the longing of love so far through this album. Beautiful. It's hip hop. She's not the only person I listen to today. I listened to a lot of Nas today, particularly the Nostradamus LP album, 1999, came out the November 23rd, 1999. A lot of criticism on this album. Majority say that this was his weakest effort. Some even say it was whack. I wouldn't go that far at all. It's far from whack. He has some joints on there, man. I mean, shootouts. Just Family with Mobb Deep, Prodigy, Havoc. He had to jump with Nation. Oh my God. He has some joints on there, man. Seriously. And I know he had some, the Genuine joint, but the people like that, man. The clubs love that song. He has some, man, they talk about the beats. I just don't get it, man. Maybe I'm hearing something differently. I was just killing it lyrically. The second verse on We Family, Prodigy killed his joint too. He killed his verses. Nas' second verse on We Family. Family. Epic. Epic. Right there, when I heard that, I knew that he was destined. And he was the anointed one. Or the chosen one. The depth of his wordplay, the story, the storytelling is always just A1, but this was just, I mean, the rawness, the ruthlessness, where he was going with it, how he ended up with it, and the storyline with it. You know, if you haven't heard it, man, check it out. But Prodigy killed his verse too. Both verses. Very, I mean, if you could say underrated song, it's very one of the underrated songs. It's in collaboration with Mobb Deep. I loved it. And I always thought Nas was the third member, or the, you know, de facto member. But you had Big Noid. So let me wind it back. But Nas was always the ghost member or whatever to me of Mobb Deep. I know they had issues. Everybody had, you know, they go from the projects and stuff. So but there's love there. There's love there. You can tell through the music. Nasir Escobar, KD3. Now he has a concert later this month in Madison Square Garden. I checked the tickets. Woo! They talk about Beyonce's tickets? Tickets all the way around the board are high. I think the highest I saw that it could be higher, but was 20, 30, 3,300, 2,700. I mean, these are great seats, but like I said, hey man, that pandemic, they gotta make up that money, bro. The industry gotta make that money out. I don't blame them. If they can get it, get it. And he's gonna be at Madison Square Garden and primarily just playing everything KD3. That's gonna be dope, man. I believe KD3. Yeah, KD3. I think it's just going to be exclusively KD3. And it could be all three. The whole series. I might have heard it one way, but it could be. I wouldn't be surprised either one. Could be the whole series, the Kings of Z series. Or it could be exclusively KD3. I'm not really concrete on it. I've heard it, but I thought I heard something else too. So... it's hip hop, man. We love it. We love hip hop. But Nas, man. Out. Nas is, hey, you know what? I call him just, you know, man. I'll just call him S-Goat. S-Goat. You went from S-Goat to S-Goat. S-Goat. These last 4 albums, Magic, oh. Woo! People on Twitter talking about they ready for a Magic 2. I said, well, first of all, that's a heck of a follow-up to try to follow up Magic. And I'm sure they got some joints in the belt, but I don't know if I want to touch that one. You know what I'm saying? Not right now. Nah. It might be a Magic too, but it might be on a whole different level as far as different. You know what I'm saying? So we had ASAP Rocky on Magic, and of course he had Premier doing some scratches or collaborating. I don't know. I want Magic to stand how it stands, but if they want to, I'm not going to be mad if they come out with a Magic 2 because I want to hear music anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that's a hell of a follow-up to try to repeat. I'm not saying he's trying to repeat it, but I'm just saying, you know, in the midst of trying to carry that brand over, I'm sure you can do it. King's Disease 3 proves you can do it. But what direction would they go this time? Will Nas do more collaborations? Or does he have just stuff in the vault that he's, you know what I mean, in his stash box? He's simply one of the best, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta give him his props, man. I know the corporate radio stations, you know, they try to, they don't hate, but they want Nas. Nas don't want to play that game. Nas said, man, I'm gonna do my own thing. He got in the position to do his own thing with Mass Appeal and his business partners. And hey, man, I'm not mad at him. He's proven he could do it with the machine behind him. He don't need him. He could still do the same marketing. And he got a distribution deal with Sony or Capitol. And so he's good. He's good, man. I'm telling you. He's good. Nas might just want to go into, you know, just business and, you know what I mean? Because I remember him saying that when he was a kid or young, he was, you know, he had his little desk set up in his bedroom or whatever, his little office. So he's in his bag. That's what, you know, he's able to make moves. He made some money. He's made some smart moves. He got investments. He has the restaurant, a sweet chick. He has a lot of different things going on. And he's an inspiration, really, because coming from Queensbridge Projects, you know, and not dropping out of school and, you know, primarily being raised by a single mother, him and his brother, and where they at right now, it's amazing, man. That's God's work, straight up and down. From that environment that he was describing in the music, as we know Queensbridge to be where he's at right now and still laying down music like he's laying down recently in these last 4 albums, you gotta salute him. You know, just primarily talking about Nas. There's been others who's doing the same thing. Look at the Locks. Look at Jay-Z. Unfortunately, you know, Pac and Biggie, you know, they met their unfortunate demise, but they was headed that way too. They was headed there. They had that independent mind, financial mindset. You know what I'm saying? They just had to get up from out of the situation they were in, but their music put them right there where they could do what they wanted to do. And trust me, I know they was gonna do their own thing independently. We already know what Pop was going to do with the One Nation project, the East West, you know, and East Coast, making a One Nation album. It already had something with, you know, trying to line something up with Nas before he passed away. That, you know, so that would have been a hell of an album project or you know, collaboration if it would have came about. But you know, as we are today, you gotta salute Nas, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes, the old school, all the artists that's been in the game for a long time. You gotta salute them because it's a grind, man. And you gotta deal with all the politics and all the muddy waters of the music industry and just the industry in itself with all the shenanigans. And you got to get past all that unscathed. Rarely do a lot of people do. And it's not just hip hop. This is just music, black music, and music. Period. The rock and rollers was going through it. The jazz people were going through it. Old soul music people was going through it. R&B was going through it. Country was going through it. It's the industry. And so you just got to be focused and have some principles. And stay true to your music. But have a plan also. Have a plan. Get from under, okay, I got this contract. It's a terrible contract. We all know how they do you in the music business. I'm going to go ahead and work. I'm going to serve my end to this contract. I'm going to still try to work some other, situation out and do my touring. And I got to have a strong team around me. So that's it. But we're going to talk about that a lot more later. And I'm just getting out here freestyle and vibing. I know I should go live more, but I like to give people a little heads up. And I'm spur of the moment type. So I'll just get on and just do what I do like I do. People who rock with me. People who don't, it's okay. I'm glad you checked me out. You know what I mean? Hit the like button though on the way out. You know what I mean? Just, it don't cost you anything. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. So, but anyways, I'm out, folks. Have a great rest of the weekend. And peace.